إن عمل المؤمن لا بد أن تتحقق به أمور حتى يصف بالصلاة. Any act of worship that a Muslim would like to come up with, there are certain criteria that must be accomplished prior to the actual doing and the actual execution of that act. Let's say you want to build a madrasa. Let's say you want to build a well. Let's say you want to start an NGO, a humanitarian NGO, right? That's a good thing. But in Islam, there are criteria, there are prerequisites, there are conditions before that. Yeah, because you're doing this in return, you're seeking for what? Rewards. So for you, for me to reap the benefits of what are you doing, there are these conditions. وَيُكْتَبْ لَهُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ قبول. And until and unless Allah accepts what you're trying to do, what I'm trying to do, these conditions must be fulfilled. ومن هذه الأمور التي لا بد من مراعاتها, among those major criteria, conditions that me, you and everyone must pay attention, العلم. The first and foremost is knowledge. How deep is your knowledge concerning the charity work? How deep is your knowledge concerning looking after the orphan? Let's say you want to open, inshallah, an orphanage center. A good idea, a good thing. But do you know the rulings? Do you know the rules of opening al-ahkam al-shar'iyyah an al-yatama? The rules and regulations pertaining looking after the orphans? Do you know that? Do you know that a single penny, if a Muslim actually loses or steals a single penny from that scheme, do you know that on the Day of Judgment, this is going to really give him hard time? Do you know that, okay, in Islam you are allowed to work and get paid from that scheme, but you know there are rules, there are certain conditions for that. So before we start doing anything, the first thing is al-ilm. And knowledge is a prerequisite to anything. Salah, zakah, you cannot just pay any amount that you wish, no. You cannot go for hajj just because people are going, no. You cannot get into marriage, you have to have the knowledge, what we call az-zawaj or al-aqd al-shar'i. I want to get married, but what are my responsibilities as a husband? What do I expect from the spouse? What is she expecting from me? What are her expectations, my expectations? What are my responsibilities towards the offspring now and the children, and so on and so forth. So that's why Allah Azza wa Jalla says, قُلْ هَلْ يَسْتَوِي الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Allah is asking this question. It's asking everyone. And Allah Azza wa Jalla is addressing Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. قُلْ, tell them, Ya Rasulullah, هَلْ يَسْتَوِي الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. The people who know, the people who are aware of things, the people who do research, the people who are engaged in communities and really, get involved in things, are they equivalent? Are they the same as the people who don't know? Allah says, and Allah answers the question, says, إِنَّمَا يَتَذَكَّرُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Only genius people and knowledgeable people will understand this. So we could be superficial Muslims. Superficial Muslim meaning everybody can claim to be a Muslim. I know everything, I know this, I know. No. In reality, we don't know a lot of things. So before we embark on anything, Islam says, okay, no problem. First, the prerequisite knowledge. You want to do a charity organization? Okay, what are the rules and regulations pertaining collecting people's money? Can you invest those money? Can you spend them in something else and then you take, the benefits?